What's up, fight fans? Welcome to the African Fighters. A disappointing end for Africans, for Nigerians. Israel Adesanya is no longer the middleweight champion of the world. Israel Adesanya was dethroned by Alex Pereira in an entertaining fight that lasted all 5 rounds. Adesanya was winning on the judges' scorecard 3-1 going to the 5th round. But Potan, the monster, the Brazilian Alex Pereira, was motivated by his corner and told him that you can't take the belt off the champion unless you go in there for a finish. You have to knock him out. That was the exact word from his coaches, from his corner. Alex Pereira came into the 5th round, putting the pressure on Adesanya and eventually clipped Adesanya a couple of times. Adesanya was rocked, and you could tell he was on shaky legs, and Alex Pereira sensed that perfectly well and went in there with double combination, right hand, left hook, and eventually Adesanya could not contain that. Adesanya was trying to go in there to clinch, to go for the takedown, but he was so weak and he was so exhausted, I would say, or badly hurt, and he could not actually survive that. And that is how the fight ended. Alex Pereira knocked out Israel Adesanya, or technically knocked out Israel Adesanya in the 5th round. TKO wins. And now we have a new UFC Middleweight champion of the world. I say this with heavy heart. I say this with sadness, but we have to acknowledge Alex Pereira. Alex Pereira is now 7-1, 6 wins by KO, TKO. The fight was an incredible fight. Classic, massive respect for Adesanya, who defended the title 5 times before this fight. So let me walk you guys through the fight. The first round started, Adesanya was using his range, was feinting perfectly well, throwing some good leg kicks, causing damage. Alex Pereira, you could tell he was feeling it on his leg, but he was stepping forward, pressuring Adesanya. Adesanya was defending perfectly well in the stand-up, landing some good kicks. Alex Pereira also tried some certain times counter, tried to go in tried to clinch with Adesanya, and that's what he's good at. He's very good at in the clinch position. Adesanya was able to avoid Alex Pereira all the time. He was defensive, was using his feint, was switching positions, connecting with the leg kick, connecting with the body kicks. Alex Pereira also threw body kicks of his own and leg kicks of his own. The round seems very, very close, but Adesanya landed more leg kicks, body kicks, and threw more head kicks. The big moment of round number 1 came in the last 10 seconds of the round when Israel Adesanya rocked Alex Pereira with a powerful right hand to the ear, and Alex Pereira was on shaky legs, was wobbled, almost fell down, and Israel Adesanya followed with a perfect left hook before or right on the bell, and Alex Pereira was shaky and was saved by the bell. He went to his corner and was panting, breathing heavy, kind of unconscious, not knowing where he was. He was physically present but kind of unconscious, saying some things that wasn't making sense to his corner. He caught me with the leg kick to the body. He was saying things in Portuguese to his corner that wasn't making sense, not knowing that it was the right punch to the head that almost put him out. And Israel Adesanya won the round clearly, maybe a 10-9 round. Yeah, I think 10-9, because it was a close first round until that big moment. The second round started in similar fashion. This time around, Alex Pereira was the aggressor. He came out more with intent, throwing some more devastating body kicks. Adesanya was eating body kicks, throwing more leg kicks of his own as well, trying to connect with the 1-2 combination. Adesanya most times dodging those punches, but it was a close one as well. Alex Pereira clinched the second round also with that beautiful last-minute takedown. They were in the clinch, and it was 10-15 seconds to go, and both of them were reversing each other in the clinch position, kneeling each other to the body, and Alex Pereira just to reverse, lunge into Adesanya, went for a single leg, and then lifted Adesanya and landed on the ground, putting his first takedown, and that was the biggest moment, and the bell saved Adesanya in that point. So Alex Pereira clearly won the second round. In round 3, the fascinating round of this fight saw some takedowns. Previously, before round 3, Israel Adesanya in round 2 attempted takedown, but could not take Alex Pereira down. Alex Pereira, towards the end of round 2, was able to take Israel Adesanya to the ground, landed his first takedown, which Israel Adesanya was able to scramble and I think got saved by the bell. In round 3, Alex Pereira, realizing he can take Israel down easily, he attempted another takedown. Fortunately for Israel Adesanya was able to reverse takedown and he landed on top of Alex Pereira. So Israel was walking from the ground, clipping Alex Pereira, dragging him down, who was in ground position at some point in time, almost on full mount, trying to finish the fight, and he walked Alex Pereira on the ground for over 2 minutes with control time over 2 minutes on the ground. It was clear domination from the stylebender. We never knew he had all these tools in his locker, and he put on a beating on Alex Pereira in that third round, dominating for majority of the round. And Alex Pereira also got lucky as well. He got saved by the bell. Israel clearly won the round, and going to the fourth round. In the fourth round, Israel came out again, similar approach from the stand-up, connecting with his jab, clipping Alex Pereira, this time around engaging more better, landing some nice right hand, left hand, throwing combinations. Alex Pereira looked tired, he looked shaky, and he looks exhausted. He was breathing out with his mouth open. The commentators also noticed that as well. Alex Pereira was trying to engage and look exhausted, and Israel could tell that mentally in the championship round he has the edge. Israel was touching Alex Pereira all until the last minute of the round. Alex Pereira loaded up in the clinch, trying to throw some massive combination, halting Alex Pereira, and at some point in time the round ended in the clinch position. Israel was preventing that massive left hook. Adesanya was clearly winning this fight 3-1 going to the fifth round, and it all looks like everything is set and done, even though we know that Alex Pereira has a massive left hook and has a powerful punch that can turn your light off. The coaches of Alex Pereira, his corner, were telling him, go in there, you can't win this fight without a knockout, go in there and finish this fight. And Alex Pereira listened to his coach and did what he was told. He came out to the aggressor and was pressuring Israel Adesanya, coming with those combinations, the kick to the body, front kick, body kick, left hook. He was throwing all sorts of punches. Adesanya was dodging. Adesanya was preventing those punches, but you could tell Adesanya was under much pressure. Adesanya was also trying to save the round and try to just hang in there, knowing that I'm winning, why put myself in danger, which was also another mistake. That's why in MMA there's no win-win situation in every situation. The fighters go in there with the instinct at that time. In Kamaru Usman's fight, people were saying Kamaru Usman was the aggressor coming forward despite winning. He should have relaxed and stay the last 1 minute. Adesanya's case this time around, Adesanya was trying to relax, try to be on the defensive end to save the round and just win the fight on point, knowing that he has also put on beating, he has damaged, he has shown that he's a superior fighter in mixed martial arts. But fortunately for him, the plan didn't work. Alex Pereira pressured him, kept lunging in, throwing those massive uppercuts, left hook, throwing combinations. At some point in time wasn't connecting, and Adesanya was defending, and at some point in time Adesanya threw a leg kick, which Alex Pereira checked the leg kick, and you could see Adesanya was hurt badly, and he fell down and had to rotate or somersaulted and then get back up, but you could tell he was badly hurt. But Adesanya, as you all know, can keep that poker face. He didn't show any damage. He continued throwing that same left kick again, trying to show that I'm still dangerous. But we could tell that he was vulnerable at that point in time. Alex Pereira continued pressuring Adesanya, work on the clinch. Then there's a time Alex Pereira throws a massive nail to the ribs of Adesanya, and you could see Adesanya reacting by bending down, and you could tell that he was massively hurt. Adesanya was in danger. Adesanya was trying to look for a way out, but Alex Pereira wasn't giving him that space. Alex Pereira continued to throw combinations in that clinch position. Adesanya was dodging until he could not dodge anymore, and he got clipped with a left hook. Alex Pereira followed up with a right hook. Adesanya was wobbled, almost fell down. He was about getting up again to go in for a clinch and to take Alex Pereira down, which he could not because he was already tired and exhausted. Alex Pereira continued throwing those massive bombs, and the referee came in, called the fight. Adesanya was TKO'd. You could tell that without the referee, Adesanya would be in serious danger because he took in about 7 or 8 massive shots there. Shout out to Adesanya, the heart of a champion. He wanted the fight to go on, but unfortunately the referee adhered to save the fighter from themselves, and that is what McGoddard did. Not Hebdin, sorry about your pardon. McGoddard stepped in there and stopped the fight, and Alex Pereira won the fight by TKO in round number 5. Congratulations to Alex Pereira, a massive champion. But this will not be the last time we'll see Israel Adesanya. Adesanya is going to come back. He's going to bounce back in this fight, in the next fight. And I believe for a champion who has defended his belt 5 times, Adesanya is going to be coming back to get an immediate rematch. But the question now is, what do Adesanya bring differently? Alex Pereira has now defeated Adesanya 3 times, twice in kickboxing and 1 time in MMA. And not only defeating Adesanya in MMA, but dethroning Adesanya to win the title Adesanya has been defending in the last 3 years. So this is painful. It hurts. I'm still feeling the pain. I'm still not happy, but we're happy for Alex Pereira. Like we said, 2 men go in there. There must be a winner. No hate. We don't hate anybody. The African fighters, we just represent our own. We have a niche, which is African fighters. And we try to showcase, throw more light, showcase our fighters, give them more media coverage, talk more about African fighters, which other media platforms are not doing. So that is all. That's all. No hate, no beef. Shout out to Alex Pereira. We're happy for him and his family. Congratulations to them for winning the title. But we're coming back for that belt again. At this time, we'll come back for a rematch. UFC are definitely going to give Adesanya an immediate rematch. How soon, we don't know. But Adesanya has also proved that Alex Pereira is not a monster that we think he is. He was about winning that fight, but it happened. This is a fight game. Little mistake, little issue can cost you a fight. And I believe it started from that leg kick that Alex Pereira checked, and also from the knee to the body that he reacted to, and that was what ended this fight. So what will Adesanya do differently? We'll have to wait to see. But Alex Pereira is a beast. I asked before in previous video, is Alex Pereira the monster that we think he is? I think he is definitely a monster in that division. He has shown that he can go 5 rounds. He has a powerful hand that can turn any middleweight light out of. The only problem about Alex Pereira, you can tell that he's not a very great grappler. He is not very good on the ground. And the likes of Robert Whittaker and the likes of Whittaker, Marvin Vittori may be able to dethrone Alex Pereira. Never can say. Can Israel Adesanya bounce back and get his belt back? We'll wait to see. 2 African champions are no longer champion at the moment. And only Francis Ngannou is left as the champion. Kamaru is more likely to get his title shot next year against Leon Edwards in England. Hope he gets his belt back. Israel Adesanya also will be honored with another rematch. We hope they get their belt back. And this is time for UFC to bring UFC Africa. It's not the end of an era. We believe the African champion will regain that title back. But regardless, we need UFC Africa now. And Dana White need to act very fast. So guys, make sure to like our video, subscribe to our channel, turn on post notification. See you some other time. Peace out. Bye for now. The African Fighters.